everybody, it's Caasi back again. I've had my locks for 14 years now, and today I want to share some things that I've learned along the way that might help you in deciding to start, continue, or end your lock journey. You've probably heard this before, but the way you start your locks, knowing what kind of hair you have, really does matter. The thickness, density, and texture of your hair should all play a part in how you decide to start and maintain your locks, because they will all affect how your locks grow and mature and what kind of maintenance they'll need. This is not the video for me to tell you what kind of locks you should have based on what kind of hair you have. That is for you to research and understand and figure out. And doing research doesn't mean just watching other people who have locks on the internet. It means getting to know your own hair. Throw some comb coils in your hair. Throw some 2-strand twists in your hair. See how they hold up. See what you like better. Wet your hair. See how heavy your hair is when it's wet. How long does it take to dry? Understanding these things about your hair before you start locks will help you have a set of locks that works well for you and that you can take care of well. It can help you avoid a lot of problems along the way. Also, understanding why you're starting your locks is so important when it comes to avoiding anxiety and stress. I've seen people have meltdowns and get rid of their locks less than 1 or 2 years in, and it just seems like they never really thought about it at all. It's important to understand your relationship with your own natural hair. It's important to understand if you have any internalized prejudices about your natural hair, because a lot of people start locks and then within the first year, first couple of years, they realize they have a lot more problems with their hair than they thought they did. They realize they're feeling a lot more insecure than they thought they would. That is the point when it can become a journey for some people, because that is usually when people might just get rid of their locks altogether, or they'll go a little deeper. They'll start asking themselves these questions like, why do I feel insecure? Why does it feel like I hate my hair? And they might end up learning a lot more about themselves and accepting a lot more about themselves along the way. That's really where it becomes like that spiritual journey for a lot of people, because a lot of times starting locks will put you face to face with some things you might not have known about yourself, or some things you may have not wanted to acknowledge about yourself. And for some people, of course, it's not that deep. Some people want to start locks because they just want to grow their hair long, or they want an extended protective style for their natural hair, or they just want to start something new. And all those are valid and perfect reasons to start locks as well. But even if you just want locks for some fun cosmetic reasons, it is important to still take the time to examine how you really feel about things and think about what part of the process might be difficult for you. Start asking yourself those questions early on, so you don't find yourself having an identity crisis and shaving your head 8 months in. When it comes to having locks for a long time, 8+ years, 10+ years, 12+ years, like I said, I'm at year 14, having locks can have an effect on your body. Neck pain, back pain, headaches, scalp tenderness, all this can happen when you have locks for the long term, especially if you have thicker hair to begin with. I never used to be tender-headed when I was younger, but now after years of not really manipulating my hair, I have a pretty tender scalp, and it's very interesting. It's because I've spent so long not messing with my hair, not doing anything to it. I try to go in and recreate my parts or put my hair up in some tight style. That shit would hurt. And I love to wear my hair up in a nice high bun, a big head wrap style. But if I wear that for too many hours in a row, for too many days in a row, I'm gonna have some neck pain. I'm gonna get a headache. I can't do it all the time because the length and weight of my hair has an effect on my body. That's something you should consider if you want to have locks for a long time. Now, if you get your locks regularly maintained or regularly styled, this probably won't be as much of a problem for you. So when I say that how you start your locks matters, I mean that in this way too. If you're interested in doing those types of styles, if you know you want to wear your hair up If you know you want to have cool, intricate weave styles, start doing that as early as you can. Get your body used to it, because as your hair gets longer, it's only going to get heavier. If I put my first high bun in my head at 8 years, I probably wouldn't be able to wear it for like longer than an hour. But because I've been putting my hair up ever since it could go up, my head and my body have gotten used to holding that weight up. So whatever styles you're interested in doing when you have long locks, try to do them when your locks are shorter too, because you do need to get your scalp and your head and your neck and your body used to that experience. You should also understand that there may be a terminal length for your locks. Growing your hair down to your kneecaps might not be the healthiest thing for you. The chances of dealing with those body pain issues I talked about only increase as your hair grows length and weight, and so do the chances of you damaging your hair follicles and scalp. I've seen people with locks that are super long. They're down to their knees, they're down to the floor, but when you look at their scalp, it does not look healthy because they have let the length of their hair damage the foundation of their hair. For you, that point may come at mid-back length. It may come at butt length. It may never come. My locks are currently at butt length, and I am always keeping track of any indication or sign that the length is starting to damage my scalp. Things are fine now, but if they're ever not, I will not be afraid to trim my hair and have shorter hair. I don't think everybody is meant to have locks down to the floor, and that's okay. Another thing you may need to accept if you want to have locks for the long term is that at some point, you might not be able to take care of your hair by yourself. If that's how you started, if you've always had a loctician doing your hair and that's always been your thing, that might not be an issue for you. If you're more like me, who's been DIY from the very beginning, you might feel a way about that. I kind of feel a way about that. I've already had a negative salon experience and I don't want to have any more. I'm doing my own hair for this whole time, except for that one time when I didn't even get my hair done because I already told that story in a video. But at some point, your hair might get to a length where it's just too physically exertive for you to handle the care all by yourself. I've kind of reached that point when it comes to washing my hair. I still wash my own hair, but I don't really enjoy the process, especially because I want my hair to be clean. I take a lot of time to make sure I'm scrubbing the hell out of it. It takes a lot of effort. It really might be time to just let somebody else handle that. If you're gonna have locks for life, if you're a DIY for life person, you might have to give up some of that DIY spirit and just let somebody else wash your hair. Something else you might want to think about along your journey. I've said before that I don't think I'm gonna have these locks for life. I do want to experience being bald, so I will probably cut them off one day. Don't see myself taking the time or effort to comb them out, but shout out to everyone that does that. It seems like a lot. Please remember, you can do whatever you want with your hair. Your hair is you in the sense that it is an extension of you and you can use it to express yourself, but you are not your hair, and it is up to you when it's time to start or end any kind of journey, including one with this stuff that comes out of the top of our heads. I think that's about it. I didn't come here to keep you for too long. I just wanted to share a few thoughts, and those were a few thoughts. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Bye.